Hey, what is up? What is up? Hey, what is up, everybody? How's it going? Give this thing a few minutes to get started here. What's up? What's up? How's everybody doing? Let me know if you can hear me okay. Let me know if you can hear me okay. Give me a 1 in the chat box if you guys can hear me okay. I want to make sure you guys can hear me. I don't want to get started and people can't hear what I'm saying. So we're going to give people a few minutes to filter in here. Want to get started and people can't hear what I'm saying. What's up? What's up, Kevin? How's it going, man? Hope you're doing good. It was crazy. I'll tell you guys a story while people are filtering in here. I watched a movie the other day. It was called The Founder. Have you guys seen that movie, The Founder? Pretty cool movie. It's about Ray Kroc. He kind of was kind of the big wig on the whole McDonald's empire. He started the whole McDonald's empire. I always thought he was pretty awesome, successful guy, you know. And I watched this Founder movie, and then what's up, Gary? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, so I watched this Founder movie, and I kind of left feeling a different kind of way about Ray Kroc. I kind of left feeling like, man, Ray Kroc's kind of a butthole. He's kind of a jerk. What's up, Philip? Oh man, Ray Kroc's kind of a jerk. Ray Kroc kind of stole that business out from under those two brothers. So I don't know. I kind of left with mixed feelings about Ray Kroc, you know. On the one hand, I admired his genius and I admired his persistence for being able to get things done. No matter how bad things looked, he believed in himself no matter what. And he saw what he wanted and he went for it, right? Philip says he's a bit of a dodgy hustler. Yeah. He went for it, man. Even that girl, he was already married. He saw that girl. She was married. And, like, he didn't care. He did not care. Like, in that movie, the way it was depicted in the movie, he did not care that girl was married at all. It did not. I mean, he saw her, and he was on it. Just like he saw McDonald's, and he was on that, too. He just did not care. He wanted what he wanted, and he went for it, and he got it no matter what. Gary says, but his burgers aren't that great. Man, you aren't kidding, Gary. You are not kidding. Not that great at all, man. Actually, they're pretty daggone unhealthy for people. Anyways. Hey! Everybody give Kevin Everett a big hand. He changed from Stacking the Boss to Kevin Everett. All right, cool, man. Before we get into this tonight, I want to talk to you guys about something I learned from Alex Jeffries. One of the guys I learned a lot of stuff from. Somebody I looked up to a lot, you know. But Alex was saying, this was several years ago when I learned this kind of idea from Alex Jeffries, right? But it was the idea that time compresses, right? And that might sound really weird to you, but let me give you an example. So we've been looking for a new place to live. We've been looking for a new house this past week, and we're trying to upgrade a little bit. We're trying to upgrade our house situation just a tiny bit, so we've been looking. So we've been looking for about 5 or 6 days, right? And it feels like we've been looking for a couple months. Just in 5 or 6 days. But we've done a lot in those 5 or 6 days. And it kind of reminded me of that Alex Jeffries lesson I learned all those years ago, that time compresses. We have this ability to compress time. And you might be thinking, what are you talking about, Cam? Time compresses. I don't understand what you mean by that. That sounds crazy. Well, the way it was taught to me, the way I understand it, and the way it's worked for me is I can take, you know, a set of tasks, right? And I can say, okay, it's going to take me about, you know, 3 months to get a product together and get it to launch, right? Or it's going to take me about, it's going to take me a couple weeks to build a deck on the back of my house or whatever, right? I'll think in my mind how long it's going to take me, right? And then what I'll do is I'll take that time and I'll say, you know what, forget that, and I'll cut it in half. Or I'll cut it down to a third of what I think it'll take. And I'll set that as the date that I'm going, right? My deck's going to be done by this date, right? And in my mind, that's not enough time to get all that done, right? But I'll set the date anyway, and I'll say it's going to be done by this date, right? Same with the product launch. It's going to be done by this date. So what happens is now you're operating, and your mind is operating on the premise of being done by that date. So you move differently. Things happen differently. Your decision making is different because you're not moving at the same pace that you would move if you thought you had this much time to get it done. Now you're moving faster. How many of you guys work better at the last minute? How many of you guys seem to be at your best when you've waited to the last second and now it has to be done? It's do or die. How many of you guys waited to the last minute to do that report in high school? Probably a lot of us, right? So that's kind of the whole premise about time compressing. The idea was that you could do amazing things a lot faster than you thought you could just by setting a date a lot closer than what you're comfortable with. It's something to keep in mind. Maybe you thought, hey, I'll give you guys another example. 2017, one of my goals was to create a podcast, okay? Here it is. I said this was my goal for 2017, but I didn't put any specific dates in mind, right? So here we are. We're into June, man. June. I still don't have my podcast up and running yet. Gary says, yep, deadlines at work keep me on track. Right, exactly. Here we are in June. I don't have a podcast going yet, right? Time most definitely did not compress. I gave myself 2017 to put a podcast together. And what am I doing? I'm putting it on the back burner. Now, if I would have said, hey, I want a podcast done by the end of January, it would have took center stage. It would have had more of a priority to it. I know this to be true because after I learned it, I did a couple of product launches in a very short amount of time. Later, I was coached by another one, Mark Barrett, who you guys might know who that is. You might not. I don't know. Really nice guy, 6-figure guy over there on Warrior Plus. I wanted to be coached by Barrett, and I wanted to talk to him because he was able to launch very quickly, much quicker than me. It seemed like it took me 3 or 4 months to turn a product launch around. And I was like, I want to learn this model where these guys are launching like every month. How are they doing this? I don't understand, right? And it kind of came back, in the end, ultimately, it kind of came back to time compressing, right? Setting my dates and doing things much, much quicker than what my mind told me I could do them in. So anyways, just something to think about, you guys. Just something to think about. If you're going through Affiliate Command here, maybe you're at the Session 2 group coaching right here, and maybe you haven't even started yet. Maybe you haven't even got your blog set up yet. Maybe you haven't even done anything yet. Now, if that's you, maybe this idea of time compressing can help you. So anyways, yeah, it's something that's really worked for me. I learned that from Big AJ, and I wanted to give that a little bit to you now in hopes that maybe you could use that and it can help you a little bit. So very, very cool. Let's get on with the show. I want to switch this over. Guys, today we're going to be talking about Facebook. We're going to be talking about Facebook today. I want you guys to tell me if you can see my screen okay. You guys let me know if, can everybody see that weird screen? Can everybody see my screen okay? Cool. Very cool. All right, great. Now, I do want to remind you guys, please don't ask me any questions while I go into the slideshow presentation because I can't really see your questions very well while I'm going through the slide presentation. Now, I want to tell you, we are focusing on Facebook this week, but after I'm done with the slideshow, you guys can ask me whatever you want. We don't have to just talk about Facebook. You guys can ask me whatever questions you want, whatever problems you might be having. Let me know. We'll talk about it. It'll be cool. So let's get into the presentation though. Let's get into this Facebook thing. All right, guys. So what is up? Welcome to Affiliate Command 2017 Group Coaching Session 2 Facebook. That is a mouthful. I hope you guys are doing amazing out there tonight. I'm excited to be here and to be talking to you guys. It's awesome. I had a great time last week with you guys, and I can't wait to talk with you again tonight. So let's go ahead and get on into this. Here's the map. You guys are probably getting familiar with this by now. And we got a lot of stuff going on here. Last week we covered this right here. Okay. This week we're going to be talking about this right here. This one little piece of this puzzle. Okay. And we're going to get into it. And I think you guys are going to enjoy it. So it's going to be great. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay. So why Facebook? First of all, why? I mean, I remember way back in the day when I used to have a MySpace account. This is probably the early 2000s. Facebook was something I didn't care about. I didn't like it. I didn't like the interface of it. I didn't like the way things moved. I was a MySpace guy. I was into MySpace. And it seemed like a lot of other people were into MySpace too back then. But to me, it seemed like virtually overnight, it just seemed like MySpace got really crappy and everybody just moved to Facebook. Like it seemed like overnight. And it's funny because I didn't do that. I didn't move over to Facebook. I just said, hey, MySpace got really crappy. I'm just done with this MySpace thing. And I moved over to YouTube and started messing around with YouTube and stuff. And back then I was doing a lot of music and stuff like that. So my YouTube channel was about music and stuff. But I just kind of let the whole social media thing go and I started working on my YouTube channel. Started building up my YouTube channel, and then finally I started building up my YouTube channel about making money online, and we started getting into the zero fast return stuff. And then I start kind of like taking another look at Facebook again. I start looking over at Facebook and kind of wondering about it. I see a lot of other people using Facebook, and I thought, hey, you know what, man? I'm going to go ahead and get back into this, So I go ahead and go back over to Facebook and start getting into it. And it was pretty cool for me because what happened was I had a lot of subscribers on my YouTube channel. And then when I went over to Facebook, it was like people already knew me from my YouTube channel. So it was pretty cool. It was almost like I was some kind of like minor celebrity or something. And now all of a sudden I just walked into their living rooms and we got to interact. So it was kind of a neat situation that I had no idea it was going to be like that. So it was kind of weird. Look, let's talk about why Facebook though, seriously. Here's why. First off, everybody is here, you guys. Everybody is networking here, okay? More than 1 billion people are active on Facebook right now. More than 100 million people use Facebook for every phone each month. I mean, that was a weird stat to me when I first read it, but what they're saying is for every phone that's walking around out there, there's 100 million people using Facebook. I mean, you tell me how crazy that is. The average Facebook user now has about 338 friends, though the median number is quite a bit lower at about 200, right? Now, what that means is that while half of all Facebook users have 200 or fewer friends, many of the billion plus Facebookers have quite a few more, right? In fact, 50% of users have friend lists topping 500. I should know mine's over 3,000. How many of you guys have a lot of Facebook friends right now? I want to know. Let me know in the chat box how many of you guys have a lot of Facebook friends right now, right? But let's take this a little bit deeper. First, everybody is here and everybody is networking here, and that's just the way it is, you guys. But secondly, and I think more importantly, everybody's here a lot. This place, it's very important to them, you guys. People have integrated Facebook into their lives, all right? 50 minutes on average. That's the average time that users are spending on Facebook. It's nearing an hour right now. Okay, that's more than any other leisure activity, you guys. It's surveyed by the Bureau of Labor Statistics. With the exceptions of watching television programs and movies, people averaged about 2.8 hours a day. Isn't that crazy? People averaged about 2.8 hours a day watching TV and movies. But Facebook is more than people spend reading. People on average spend about 19 minutes a day reading. people participate in sports or exercise about 17 minutes a day on average. Other social events, about 4 minutes a day. It's almost as much time as people spend eating or drinking. 1.07 hours a day on average people spend eating and drinking, right? So they spend 1.07 hours a day eating and drinking. They spend 50 minutes a day on Facebook. I want you guys to understand these are just averages. They are skewed by a bunch of people. I mean, we can use common sense here, and we can see for ourselves that if we think about it, a lot of people are probably spending a lot more time on Facebook. I can say that I spend a lot of time on the computer personally, and I pretty much have Facebook open in the background all the time because it's such a huge networking tool, right? So anyways, these are just some averages, you guys. This is why Facebook's important to you. This is why you want to be here. This is why you want to start to build audience here and make a presence here. People have integrated Facebook into their lives. No matter what else they're doing online, Facebook's like a home base for them, right? They're always checking back in on Facebook. A lot of people are. Now, I'm sure there's some exceptions out there, you guys, but I promise you there is a ton of people on Facebook. Everybody you want to reach is on Facebook. And that's just the way it is right now. Maybe in 5 years it'll be different. Maybe it'll be something new. With the skills you learn in Affiliate Command 2017, you're going to be able to recognize what's happening. And it's very, very simple. Wherever the people are, wherever everyone is hanging out, wherever their natural habitat is online, that's where you belong. That's where you want to be, right? Because your customers are there, and that's what you want to be doing too. So anyways, let's move on. Okay, so the goals on the platform, right? Facebook, what are our goals on this platform? Okay, now you'd think with all those people hanging out there, it would be easy to turn that into quick money, right? But not exactly, right? Facebook has a love-hate relationship with marketers. Now, those of you out there who listen to this and you're already trying to do marketing on Facebook, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You can't even put direct affiliate links to affiliate products from some of the major places we like to market out of on Facebook. ClickBank, JVZoo. You can't put those links on Facebook. They won't let you. You can't put the direct affiliate links. Now, you can do it for Warrior Plus. I don't know why they haven't stopped letting you for Warrior Plus. You can do direct affiliate links from Warrior Plus, so keep that in mind. That's pretty cool. But a lot of these other places you want to do affiliate marketing from, you can't put direct links on Facebook. Another thing about Facebook is they don't like it when you put links out of Facebook. If you put a link to your website on Facebook, if you do a nice blog post and you embed it on Facebook, you share the URL, you're going to notice that you're not going to get very much attention from it. Not a lot of people are going to care about it. And the reason that is because Facebook's going to limit how many of your friends even see that post. They're going to limit how many people even see the post. It's ranked very low on the priority of things Facebook lets through to your friends' timelines, right? Links out of Facebook don't rank very high on the whole priority scale for stuff they want to show your friends. Okay, so keep that in mind. Facebook is kind of like a casino in that way. They want to keep you there. They want you to stay on Facebook. So, how do I use Facebook? The main goal for me with Facebook is building audience and organically funneling that audience back to my email list, right? And we talked about email list a little bit last week. We're going to talk about it more in week 4, but that's the name of the game, right? I want to build audience on Facebook. I'm cool if they don't want to go back to my website right now. I don't need to artificially drive them to my website. I don't need to stuff a bunch of links in their face. What I want to do is build audience right there on Facebook. I'll leave breadcrumbs back to my website in the form of Facebook page, in the form of banners, in the form of this, in the form of that, and they will trickle back to my website if I can prove my worth to them. If I can prove my worth to them, they will all organically follow back to my website and end up on my email list, right? And that's how it's worked for me, and I know that's how it can work for you as well, as long as we understand our goals on Facebook, and that is to build audience and organically funnel audience back to email lists, right? So it's pretty cool because we're using the momentum of Facebook, right? Facebook doesn't want people to leave. They want us to stay here. Cool. We'll do all our stuff here, and we'll build a giant following of people around us who see us as authority right here. right? My name is a link on Facebook. I don't need to put links everywhere. My name's a link. All I need to do is put a big banner on my profile that says, hey, I'm Cam. Here's my cool blog. If I've impressed you on Facebook enough and you're interested in what I'm doing enough, you're going to go find my stuff. My audience isn't stupid. They can find my stuff if they want to find it. So anyways, that's kind of the goals for the platform. Building audience, organic funneling that audience back to email lists, right, where they matter. Now, look, I want to show you guys something, right? Now, you might think, oh, man, this is crazy. I hear about all these people making money on Facebook, okay? I do a lot of affiliate marketing, you guys. This is one campaign I ran, okay? Just one simple campaign for 8-minute profits a couple months back, okay? Now, look, this isn't the whole thing. I have a lot of tracking links on this, but this is the top. This is the top of the tracking links. So you see, this is the most sales right here. 23 sales was my most sales from one place, right? This is email 4. This is my 4th email that I sent out to my list. Okay, hop conversion 76.7%, right? This is email 1B, right? What that B means is that was the 2nd link in that first email. I had a couple of links in the same email because I was tracking which one people were clicking on that converted, right? The 2nd link converted the best in the first email with 23 hops and 13 sales. 23 sales for email 4, 13 sales for email 1, link B, right? These are my 2 highest converting links on that offer. What was my 3rd highest converting link on that offer? Facebook group. What this says is Facebook group text email 1. What that means is I took email 1, this one right here that got 13 sales, I converted it into a pure text post, and I posted it on Facebook. I posted it on my page. I posted it on my profile. I posted it in my Facebook group, right? And what this is telling me is that I got 7 sales from my Facebook group on that text post of email 1. And that's pretty cool, right? $57 in commissions from that one affiliate link. However, it's half what came from email, right? And if I showed you the rest of this stuff, this is just a screen pic, so I don't have the rest of the stuff on this picture. I'd have to take you to Warrior Plus to show you the rest. But the point is, 112 sales, and we can follow this down, and you're going to see a lot of these sales came from email, okay? And I'm telling you guys, 80% of my revenue was generated by email transactions in 2016. That's not going to change in 2017, okay? I mean, now am I telling you that Facebook's not worth your time, that you should just focus on email? No, that's not what I'm telling you. What I'm saying is most of your money is going to come from email. But what I'm telling you is Facebook's job is not to make you money. Facebook's job is to build you audience, right? You will win them over and warm them up on Facebook. By the time they're on your list, they are your audience, right? You keep them warm on your list and you sell them things on your list, right? You can do some selling on Facebook. It won't convert like it will in your email. So that's only a secondary goal on Facebook. Primary goal, audience building, okay? I hope that makes sense, guys. I just wanted to show you a couple stats. I'm not trying to confuse anybody. I know my links are really weird, and these tracking links make sense to me, but they probably don't make sense to anybody else. They're pretty crazy. Here's something that's interesting. Facebook live stream results. Do you see this? 11 hops from that Facebook live stream. 6 sales, okay? Now, it's not that great, right? Facebook live stream is a giant, massive audience building tool. It's not necessarily a massive, conversion tool, right? It's not necessarily a massive conversion tool. A lot of the conversions that happen with email, okay? And that's just the way it is, right? People have to get to know you, they have to get to like you, and they have to get to trust you before they're interested in buying from you. And a lot of times that happens on Facebook, and then that relationship gets deepened and it gets more solidified in email. So anyways, that's the way that works for me. Let's go ahead and move on. Okay. Content versatility. I've had enough of this little highlighter. All right. Content versatility. All right. Now you guys saw my highest conversion on that little campaign that I showed you, saw the highest converting Facebook link I had was the one in my group. And you saw I basically just converted my email to a pure text post and I posted in my group. It's content versatility, right? Content serves different purposes wherever you put it, right? If I put a piece of content on my blog, the purpose might be to solidify audience, right? The purpose might be to inspire people to join my email list. If I put that same piece of content on my Facebook group or on my Facebook profile, now the goal of that content becomes to pull new audience around me, right? To position myself as a leader in the space, right? So the content can have a different purpose wherever you put it. The content is the fuel of the internet. This is the lifeblood of the internet, and it's very versatile in how you use it. Look, blog posts can become text-based status updates on Facebook, right? YouTube videos can become text-based status updates on Facebook, right? You post a YouTube video on Facebook and no one's going to see it. Very few people are going to see it, right? You're going to have to take that video, you're going to have to upload it as a video to Facebook itself. So it's in-house, right? And then more people will see that. But I bet you if you take that video and you just quickly describe what you said in the video in a paragraph or two, that will probably get the most engagement out of everything, short of a live stream. If you do a live stream video, that will probably get more engagement. But other than the live stream, the pure share text post will probably get the most engagement. Like I said before, you guys, Facebook's a lot like a casino, all right? You ever go to a casino? They don't want you to leave. There's no clocks anywhere. They give you free food all the time, free drinks, free this, free that. They don't want you to leave. They want you to stay there all the time. Facebook's a lot like that, They want you to spend all your time on Facebook, and they really don't go for those links that, push people out of Facebook. They make it hard for you. So anytime you can market downhill, it's easier for you, right? And when you can do your marketing on Facebook and not be always trying to push people out of Facebook, things are easier for you on Facebook, right? So what do we do? How do we get people out, right? We leave breadcrumbs, right? I leave breadcrumbs. I don't always, now would I do a YouTube video? Sure, I'll share the YouTube video on Facebook, no problem. It's not going to get a lot of views though, some might even say it's a waste of my time, but I'll do it. But a pure share post describing what was in that video is going to get me a lot more engagement. It's going to work a lot better for me, especially when I'm going to other people's Facebook groups. Okay, but I leave breadcrumbs, right? I'll use the banner, and I'll show you guys in a minute here. We'll get out of the slideshow, and I'll show you my Facebook page and my stuff and what I do. But I leave breadcrumbs, right? I leave breadcrumbs back to my stuff, right? And I'll show you what I'm talking about. But I just want people to organically, follow back to my properties, right? And that's the way I do it, right? Use your content to build authority and pull an audience around you. Use your content to build an authority and pull an audience around you. You can do all that right on Facebook. You don't have to leave Facebook. You don't have to push them away from Facebook. You can do all that right from Facebook, right? So that's pretty cool. All right. Utilize larger active Facebook groups to target your audience, right? Over 1,000 members, right? And what do I mean by that? What am I talking about? I'm talking about getting on Facebook. Like if you're in the, low impact sports niche and you want to show people how to stay fit when they can't really run a lot and they're over 55 years old and they just want to do low impact sports like yoga and walking, and you want to figure out where all those people are at, well, I promise you they're on Facebook. You just got to find them. And one of the great ways to finding them is going out there and finding a few Facebook groups that they'd probably be a part of. Look for Facebook groups that are over 1,000 members, right? Look for Facebook groups over 1,000 members and they're fairly active, right? People are talking in them. I'm telling you guys, Facebook groups are kind of like the new forums. And I think people are more into Facebook groups than they are into forums. Even though there's still some great forums out there that you can really get traffic from, but that's a story for another day. Share your text-based updates in the groups, you guys. The cool thing about this is like if you have a blog post that you put a lot of time into with pictures and video and stuff, and you know it's 5,000 words long or whatever. I think I was talking to Kevin Everett about this yesterday or something. You got this nice big fancy blog post that you put a lot of time and work into. You take that and you turn it into a simple text post, and now it just becomes this thing that can help people, right? Without any affiliate links, without any links to anything, without a link back to your blog, without a link to anywhere, right? Because now we're going into the casino, right? And if we can play by the casino's rules, right, the casino is going to make it a downhill trip for us, right? And we want that downhill momentum. So what we'll do is we'll just post it as a text post in these groups. And these groups, they're not going to see that as spam. They're not going to see it as spam. We posted a pure, simple text post. They're going to be like, wow, hey, look at Kevin Everett posting this cool post inside the group, man. He doesn't want anything from it. He's just posting it to help people. That's awesome. And that is true in a way. But in another way, your name is a link. And you post that in there, and you help people, and you build that authority, and people are going to click on your link, and they're going to go back to your profile, and they're going to like you as a friend, and they're going to visit your properties, and things like that are going to start happening to you. And you didn't have to do anything except pure share posts, right? So that's kind of cool, and that's kind of how it happens organically on Facebook. So you share your text-based updates in the groups, right? You be a part of the scene. Let's say you join 5 of these Facebook groups, right? You don't need to spend your whole life on Facebook. That's ridiculous. Who the heck wants to do that? Spend 5 minutes a day for each one of these groups. Go to each one of these groups. Let's say you got 5 of them. 5, well, I wouldn't do more than 5, man. I wouldn't do more than 5. It gets too overwhelming. Get your 5 groups with over 1,000 members in your niche. Give them each 5 minutes a day. That's it. And what are you going to do in those 5 minutes? All you're going to do is you're going to go in there. You're going to like a few posts that you resonate with, that you actually like, you think are cool. Comment on a few posts you think are cool, and just be a part of the scene. That's all you have to do. All right. The next thing you got to do is your friendship spike. And this is really important, especially in the beginning. And what do I mean by friendship spike? We'll do a slide on that in a minute. But basically, I just mean, when you like something that someone else posted that you resonate with, friend request them, right? If you post something and someone likes what you posted and they comment on something you wrote in a positive way, friend request them, right? No more than about 10 of these a day, okay? About 10 a day. Now, by the time you get to 200 or 300 friends, it's all compounding now. Now all their friends will see that they like you, and then they all start liking you, and this giant network starts to form around you, right? Pretty soon you got all these people friend requesting you, and that's kind of the way it goes. But it starts with this friendship spiking that's going to basically build a network of people around you that all care about this one thing. Our example was low impact exercises. But you want a giant group of people around you who all care about this one thing. That's what you want. Because now when you log on to Facebook and you see your timeline, you're going to have this stream of stuff that your friends have posted. And what's it going to be if all your friends are people who care about this one thing? What it's going to be is it's going to be like you have your finger on the pulse of the market. Now you can see what everyone's talking about in the market, right? I have over 3,000 friends on Facebook, and all of them care about making money online. When I log on to Facebook, all I see is, on my timeline is people talking about things about internet marketing, right? And it's great because it's like I got a finger on the pulse of the market. I don't even have to go to Warrior Forum. I don't even have to do all this research, all these places. Now I can go different places, and I can research what's going on with the market. But I got this giant sample size of the market right at my fingertips, right on my timeline. I can see what's happening. It's pretty awesome, right? Your name is the link on Facebook. Your name is the pitch on Facebook. You don't even have to pitch. Your name is the pitch, man. It's pretty cool. Anyways, as you build friends, utilize consistent live stream on schedule for faster growth. Guys, I know some of you aren't okay with doing live streams. I know some of you guys aren't okay with doing videos. I get it. If you can't do it, you can't do it. Do your best and forget the rest. But I just want you to understand that Facebook live streaming is a big thing that Facebook is pushing right now. And if you do a live stream, they will go out and find an audience for you. Like, let's say you've been friendship spiking, and you've been, being a part of the scene in these Facebook groups, and you've got yourself over 100 or 200 friends, when you do a live stream, Facebook's going to reach out to all those friends, and they're going to tell them about your live stream, right? So if you can consistently do live streams, maybe 1 or 2 a week on a schedule, this is really going to go a long way to building your audience, right? This is really going to go a long way to people seeing you as an authority or as someone who can help them, right? It's pretty awesome. So I don't know that it's going to be like that forever, but right now it's a big deal with the Facebook live streaming. It makes your job a lot easier if you're trying to build audience on Facebook. All right, let's move on. So this is the Facebook outline, right? This is the goal on Facebook, right? 5 Facebook groups. Let me get my pointer out here. We got 5 Facebook groups, right? And these Facebook groups, man, we're going to be being a part of the scene in there. We're going to be pure sharing posts in there, just text-based posts. And the goal is for people to like our content, click on our names, follow it back to our profile. On our profile, there's going to be breadcrumbs that lead them to our blog. There's going to be breadcrumbs that lead them to our Facebook page, right? On our Facebook page, there's going to be breadcrumbs and links that lead them back to our blog, breadcrumbs and links that lead them back to our email list. Okay. And you might think, well, why do I need to put people on my Facebook page? What does that even matter if I got it all going on my Facebook profile? Well, the reason is because we are not playing the short game. We're playing the long game. This might be organic. This might be free organic traffic we're talking about now, but that's not the only way you do things online. You don't stay with free organic traffic. Once you master this, you scale it up and you go to paid traffic. And let me tell you something. You can do things with this that you cannot do with this. So we have both of them, right? So this Facebook page is just going to be your name, right? Your name is Cam Jennings over here. Mine's Cam Fats. It's a funny thing. It's called Cam Fats because, on my YouTube channel, my nickname's Zero Fats. My real name is Cam Jennings. So when I got on Facebook, I tried to put it as Zero Fats like my YouTube, but I was like, that's not a real name. You can't use that. We need to use a real name. And I thought, well, man, I don't want to use my personal Facebook profile because all I got on there is, my close friends and my family. That's only about 50 people or something. I don't want to start getting all these marketing people, thousands of marketing people on that. That's going to be weird, So I just created a new Facebook profile, and I settled on Cam Fats. I just put the 2 things together. Facebook was okay with that one, so it was Cam Fats. It was right, and I had no idea that 3,000 friends later that people would start knowing me as Cam Fats and start calling me Cam Fats everywhere. I didn't have any idea that was going to become another nickname. So I don't know. Every year I get a new nickname. But anyways, yeah. So yeah, your name's the link on Facebook, and with the Facebook page, so what happens is, your friendships spike in people in these groups. You're getting more and more friends every week or so. You want to come over here to this page, and you want to invite all your friends to like your page. Why? Why do you want to do that? Well, a couple of reasons, right? Number one, when you start doing paid advertising, you have the ability to advertise to all the people that have liked this page, right? And you have the ability to advertise to all their friends. That's pretty cool. That's a large demographic of people that are probably going to care about what you're doing, because the only thing you're doing here is talking about this one thing, right? You're not talking about the game that much. You're not really talking about a bunch of other stuff. The main focus here is your niche, right? So all the people that get pulled in care about this niche, right? So when you start advertising to them, you're going to be advertising to a demographic of people who care about this niche. Now, what else? What else can you do? We'll talk about this in more depth in week 9, you guys, when we get into paid advertising. But another thing you can do, once you get this thing over 100 likes, once you get it over 100 likes, you can have Facebook do a lookalike audience, right? Facebook could do a lookalike audience for you. You need over 100 friends to like this page. Now, you want all people who care about low impact exercise in our example, right? Our example is low impact exercise, right? I want 100 people who care about low impact exercise, right? Then I want Facebook to create a lookalike audience for me based on those people, right? That's amazing. Now I can advertise to that lookalike audience. It's fantastic. That's the long game. Now I get that you might not be ready to do paid advertising on Facebook yet, but I want you to understand we're playing a game of chess here. All right. This isn't just about what you're doing today. It's not just about what you're doing tomorrow. It's about what's your business going to look like in 6 months from now. What's it going to look like in a year from now? Guys, there's a reason why most online businesses fail within 120 days. They're not playing chess, they're playing checkers. You got to pay attention to the long game. So when we're talking about Facebook, you create the Facebook profile, right? And then you name that Facebook page the same thing as your Facebook profile. You put your picture on that Facebook page, the same avatar. If you're not comfortable with your picture, go to Fiverr and get you a little cartoon avatar. Make that the thing on your profile and your page. But basically, you want it to look the same. So when you do the paid advertising on Facebook and that stuff starts to get advertised to all these friends, they're going to recognize that avatar. They're going to recognize that face. Okay? So that's how that works. Okay? So that's the Facebook outline. 2 tactics. I've already mentioned them to you already. I've already mentioned them to you a couple times now, but I want to talk about them a little bit more specifically. 2 tactics that have served me very well on Facebook, okay? And it's all about using downward momentum, right? When in Rome, do as the Romans do. If Facebook wants you to stay on Facebook, then we'll do everything in our power to market from Facebook, because what we're there for to do is to build audience, right? 2 tactics. The friendship spike. Friend requesting anyone on Facebook who you have a positive interaction with, i.e. liked posts, positive comments on posts, etc., etc., etc. You guys get what I'm saying, right? If you post something and people like it, friend request them, okay? If somebody else posts something and you like it, friend request them. If they leave a positive comment on something that you posted, friend request them. If you leave a positive comment on something that someone else posted, friend request them, right? Generally, no more than 10 people a day in this manner for organic effect, okay? You don't want to do more than 10 a day, you guys. We're not trying to just blast Facebook with friend requests. Facebook is way too smart for that. They're going to see that. They're going to shut you down, all right? You need to be careful how many of these you do, about 10 a day. But that's cool because we can get 10 quality ones a day. You know what I'm saying? We can request friend requests from 10 quality people a day. People who we know care about what we're doing. People who we know care about low impact sports. See what I'm saying? Low impact exercise, I should say. So we find 10 good ones a day, right? People who have positive interaction with stuff we've posted, they resonate with what we're doing. We want those people. Those are the people we want as friends. Those are the people we want ultimately in our audience and ultimately on our email list. Okay, so we're going to handpick them every day. You guys, when you get to about 200 or 300, they're going to start coming in like dominoes, and you're not going to have to friend request anybody anymore. People are going to be on you. So it compounds, and after a while, you don't have to do it. But the first few hundred, you're going to be using this friendship spike to start building your audience. Okay. The second thing is the pure share, and we talked about this a little bit, but it's content that you post in Facebook groups that contain entertainment value as well as actionable content with 0 links to anything, no promotional message whatsoever. It's just there to help people. It's there to kind of build rapport with people. That's what it's there for. It's the pure share. This content is designed to build your authority and get people clicking on your name and groups, ultimately funneling them back to your profile, page, and website. Okay? And I don't want to talk too much more about that. We've covered that a lot. Okay? Now let's get out of here. Let's take a look at my stuff. Okay? Okay, so let's go over here to Facebook. Okay, so here's my Facebook profile. Okay, now as you can see, when someone hits my Facebook profile, what they have here, connect with me here at Cam Jennings, right? This used to say, I work here, right? I work here. I didn't want it to say I work here. I wanted to say connect with me here at Cam Jennings. So a lot of people don't realize you have the ability to work at a page, right? You can create a page and you can say you work This is your place of employment, right? So here's where I work according to Facebook, right? Pretty cool, right? Because what that does is that's a breadcrumb, right? That's a breadcrumb for my Facebook page. When we talk about the idea of funneling people from our profile to our page, that's what that does right there. Connect with me here at Cam Jennings, right? So when I say something interesting in a group, people click on my name, they end up on this profile, and on this profile, I'm utilizing my banner space for advertising. I'm advertising my blog right here, right? So if they want to find more information about me, they're going to go back to my blog. Pretty cool, because we all know that what am I doing on my blog? I'm strengthening my audience on my blog with the blog posts. The same blog posts that might end up here on Facebook as pure share posts, they're back on my blog posts to strengthen my audience. So my audience can be surrounded with my general message and ultimately be put on my email list. Pretty cool, all right? Now, and you guys look, I can't keep up with all this. Look at all this, man. This is ridiculous. All these people wanting to be friends with me. I can't keep up with all these people. So, I mean, look, what I'm telling you guys is the truth. This is how you do it on Facebook for free. It's not going to cost you a dime. You can build massive audience right here. I'll try to go in here and I'll try to go in here and I will try to, confirm some of these friend requests. But I can't keep up with all of them. And some of these people are just going to have to be left to follow me. You can see I got it back down under 700 follows now, but some of them are just going to have to be left to follow me because there's too many friend requests, man. It's getting crazy. But let me tell you something. I'm no rocket scientist. What I'm doing here is very simple. You guys can do the same thing. Okay. It all starts with the stuff I just talked to you about, the same kind of stuff that you'll find in Affiliate Command in a lot more detail. You guys can actually watch me doing it from scratch in there. But I just wanted to talk to you about the basics of it here. And when we look at my my page here, same kind of thing, right? Same kind of thing. We just there's my picture again. It's the same thing, but I can do paid advertising from my Facebook page, right? And people are going to recognize this picture, right? They're going to recognize it from my Facebook profile. So pretty cool. So what I want to do now with you guys, I want to show you I just want to show you how something comes together on Facebook. Okay, so when we talk about pure share posts, you might be thinking, oh man, I don't, some of you guys are going to be okay with this. You have blog posts, you have lots of content already. You can retool to put on Facebook and you're good to go. Some of you guys might not. Some of you guys might be out there be like, man, I don't know how to write. I don't know how to do any of that stuff. That's all well and good for you. I don't have any experience with anything. I don't know what to do with that. Okay. Let me show you how easily something like this can come together. Okay. Let's say I want to put some value on Facebook. I want to put some pure share value on Facebook. Okay. So what I'll do, I have a goal, right? I need a little bit of entertainment value and a little bit of a story. I need a little bit of a lesson, some actionable content. And look, my name's The Pitch, so I don't even have to worry about pitching on Facebook. This is going to be easy. It's just going to be pure writing for the sake of writing, right? So let's say I don't have a lot of time. Let's say I got 15 minutes to make something happen. All right, so 15 minutes to make something happen. What can I do? Well, how about for story entertainment value? Let's go for quote, right? Let's go to Brainy Quotes. All right, this is a pretty cool little website. Lots of quotes on there. And I just want to search for motivational. All right, motivational is just across the board. I can use motivational quotes for almost anything, right? Good, better, best. Never let it rest till your good is better and your better is best. That's fantastic, man. That's fantastic. All right, so what I'll do is I'll go ahead and I will go ahead and put this here. Okay, so there's the right here, good, better, best. Never let it rest till your good is better and your better is best. St. Jerome said that. St. Jerome said that. I thought it was pretty interesting. really applicable. Because let's face it. Let's face it. We all do our share of failing around here to get to where we are going. Have to break a few eggs to get to the omelet. I probably said that wrong. You have to break a few eggs to make an omelet. All right. All right. All right. I want to segue this into a lesson and actionable content, right? So it's enough for a little story. You know, it's a little quote. You know, it's not meant to be large, a giant story. You have to break a few eggs to make an omelet, right? I know that a lot of people end up breaking a lot of eggs. They start trying to make money online. That's for sure. LOL. Anyways, I still think affiliate marketing is one of the best ways to get started online. One of the best ways to get started online when it comes to making money. All right. Let me give you 5 simple reasons why. Right. I'm going to get into actionable content now. Right. So, look, I do a lot of affiliate marketing, you guys, so I don't need to go look for anything. But what if you don't? What if you don't do any affiliate marketing? What if you need to figure something out? Well, look at this cool. I'm on Google Docs right now. Here's this cool little explore thing. I can just go over here and I can be like, all right, reasons affiliate marketing is awesome. Right? Top 10 reasons to become an affiliate marketer, right? And I can pull this up and I can find cool reasons to talk about, right? Find great reasons to talk about. I don't know how long it's taken me so far, guys, but it doesn't feel like it's taken me very long. Anyways, let me give you 5 simple reasons, okay? So, 1. Let me get over here. 1. Startup costs. You can get started with affiliate marketing next to nothing. You don't need a website. Let me try this. You don't need a product. You don't need customer support. Heck, even do it without a website if you want to, right? Let's leave it at that. 2, all right. Low setup, low development costs, no fees. Choose from thousands of products and services. All right, startup costs. I'm just gonna go off my head because I know why I like affiliate marketing. Fast revenue burst. Easy to hand pick products that are already converting well, that are pretty much tailor-made for your audience. It's easy to handpick products that are already converted, pretty much tailor-made for your audience. Fast revenue burst. This money pretty fast. pretty fast. Given that you have some kind of audience, right? 3, free audience building. Free audience building. Woo! All right, free audience building. Okay. I always say the key is the audience, core is the list. Cool thing is you can use places like Facebook and YouTube to build audience for free, and then you can use services like MailChimp to build email list for free. Pretty cool, right? Okay, what else? What else about affiliate marketing? Networking, right? One thing, never cease to amaze me. You show people that you know how to sell stuff, they want to be your friend. Makes it a lot easier when you might need them to promote something for you sometime. Affiliate marketing opens a lot of doors for you would otherwise have been closed. All right. And then 5, let me think about this for a second. So we got networking, we got free audience building. I think free audience building is a stretch, right? Can we all agree free audience building? That's kind of a stretch. We'll throw it in there, but you know, I mean, it's it's cool, but you know, easy recursive. I'm just gonna go easy recursive. Okay. So said that starting a membership, right, to make a living online because you get that cursive income, right? Problem? It'd be hard to commit to putting out fresh content at the time. Also, it get a little challenging getting people to. Actually, let's just go with that. We are fresh content all the time. Keeping your site up to date. Affiliate marketing. You are free to join to promote lots of membership sites. You don't have to update content or any of those other headaches. You just sell the membership and collect nice recursive dues single month. Awesome. That's 5 simple ones, folks. I could go on and on. Anyways, hope this helps. That's all I got. I'll see you in the next one. Right? Simple, right? So then what am I going to do? I'm just going to go and I'm going to right? And we started it with a quote, right? And we take it into pure actionable value, right? So pretty cool. And then we're just gonna take this over to Facebook, and we're gonna post it, man. We're gonna post it, and if I need to clean it up a little bit, I'll clean it up a bit. Good, better, best. Never let it rest till your good is better and your better is best. I think I'll separate that a little bit. There we go. I think the rest of this is good, man. I think the rest of this is good. So what I'm going to do, man, is guys, this is what I'm going to do, okay? I'm going to show you how this works. I'm going to post this on my profile, okay? Boom. I'm going to post it on my page, right? Okay. I'm going to post it on my other page. The great thing about this, you guys, is I'm not spamming anybody. This is just pure value, right? That's it. I'm gonna put this on my I'm gonna put this in my my Facebook group. This is my Facebook group, right? This is my Facebook group. So it's a baby Facebook group. It's not that big. It's not that big. Go ahead and approve that person. Let me go up to these bigger Facebook groups I like to hang out in, so just because I want to show you guys what you can do. So this is the Alex Jeffries Marketing with Alex Facebook group. We're gonna post it in this one, okay? And we're gonna come over here to Niche Hacks. Another one of my favorite Facebook groups. 37,000 members in Niche Hacks, you guys. Come on, 37,000 members. That's crazy. That is crazy. We're gonna post it right there. We're gonna post it right there. All right, and we'll check in. You know what we'll do? We'll let that sit. We'll let that stew in those groups and stuff, and we'll come back to it in a little bit, and we'll see what happens. Okay, we'll see what happens with that content. We'll see if it gets any response, any interaction. You know, you guys saw how fast I put that together. It didn't take very long. I just did it really quick. But anyways, let's get back to our slideshow presentation here. I think we are almost done. Yeah, okay, cool. Let's talk affiliate commanders. Hashtag KMF. That's our hashtag we've been using. I love it. I love it, man. I love it. All right. Very, very cool. Let's go ahead and stop screen share. Stop the screen share. All right. Very, very cool. All right, great. All right, guys. Cool. That's it for this one. That's it for the slideshow. I wanted to save time for all you guys. I wanted to do some Q&A, and just, you know, so fire away, guys. If you have questions for me, this is the time, man. This is the time for sure. I'll check back in. We'll check back in on that Facebook thing in a little bit. But yeah, man, I just want to read some of the stuff that people were saying here. Kevin says it works. Stephen Bray says, loving this module. Thanks, Stephen. Thanks, man. Gary says, I only have 130 friends. Not a big deal, Gary. That's not a big deal. You can bring that up. No big thing at all. Philip says, all Bullocks, set up a new account today. My name is my link. What should I do with my new account? Change the name back to my own name? Any suggestions, guys? What should I do with my new account? Change the name back to my own name? Hey, man, I think that you can roll with, you can roll with the nickname if you wanted to, Philip. I mean, I think you could roll with the nickname if you wanted to. As long as people can identify you with it, you know what I mean? As long as they can identify you with that name or whatever, you know, It's whatever, man. I mean, Facebook technically only wants you to have one profile. They really only want you to have one profile. But I just found that it's a lot easier for me to just have a separate profile for my business because when I have one profile, I have to segment all my friends, right? All those business people that I'm adding, I have to actually segment them away from my personal friends, and it just turns into a big mess. Also, I can't utilize my advertising space up at the top. My free banner that I got up at the top of my page and my profiles, it's like, that's confusing to my personal friends. They might get annoyed. They might not care. I mean, think about it. If I was in the, if I was in the low impact exercise niche, my personal friends, they might not care about that crap. They don't care about it. So all of a sudden, my profile banner seems a little weird and advertising and spammy. But if I just got that profile that's dedicated to my business, I mean, everybody gets it. Everybody's cool. Philip says cross posting from my original personal account. Lots of friend requests unanswered. Can I utilize these for my new account and persona? Yeah, I mean, I mean, lots of friend requests unanswered. Can I utilize these for my new account and persona? Well, let me ask you this, Philip. How many your personal account? How many personal friends do you got? How many personal friends do you have on that one? It might be easier just to move your personal account to a different one. And if you got all those friends and you got all that opportunity on the personal one, hey, maybe it'd be better just to move your personal one to another Facebook account. But I would say, I would say I wouldn't worry about it, to be honest, man. I would start up the new one and I would start freaking attacking it, with the friendship spike and the pure shares and just being part of the scene. The friend requests are going to roll in, man. It's going to happen, okay? Just being a part of what's going on. Philip says, makes sense, Cam. I like the idea of separating the accounts. Gary says, when I get to a point that I can do a post boost on my Facebook page, would I be doing a pure post with a link or just a pure post alone or an advertisement with a link? Okay, so Gary's talking about paid advertising now. Like, let's say you want to boost a post. Okay, so I don't usually boost pure share posts that much, Gary, unless I have a link in the post. If you're going to pay money out, that's a different ball game because Facebook is going to push that to the audience you're advertising to. So you can totally put the link in the pure. You can totally put the link in the post at that point. Okay. Now I've had a lot of luck with advertising. With paid advertising, I had a lot of luck, putting a link in a longer post. Like the post you guys just saw me write, okay? It was about affiliate marketing. Now, I could have easily put a pitch at the bottom of that, right? Now, if that was a post that I plan on boosting and putting advertising budget into it, I could easily put a pitch at the bottom for some course on affiliate marketing or something, right? Could have easily done that, right? But yeah, I hope that makes sense. Submit account persona, like the idea. Gary, what point can I do? Yeah, hope that makes sense, Gary. So yeah, I mean, the pure share posts is it's a free traffic tactic. Pure share post is free audience building tactic. When you get into the realm of paid advertising, you don't need to worry about, putting your links can go in the post because you're going to be, Facebook's going to help you when you're paying them. So they're not going to help you when you're not paying them. And all these groups aren't going to appreciate you putting links in their group. They're going to be like, screw you, spammer. Get out of here. Kevin says, do you recommend putting your blog URL in the header image? Kevin, you mean the header image on my Facebook profile? I do. I put my yeah, I mean you can do that. Yeah, I don't think I do that actually. That's a good point though, Kevin. Someone was telling me about that, a couple months ago, to put the blog URL in the header image. Yeah, I think it's a great idea, man. I don't see why not. I mean, it's advertising. I don't see why not. I think it's smart. Matter of fact, I should probably go do that. So Yeah, no, yeah, that's cool, Kevin. I knew what you meant there. I think that's a great idea, man. I'll probably do that before I leave tonight. I think that's a fantastic idea. Someone was telling me about that a couple months ago. I don't know why I didn't do it. Um, unless I did do it and I just forgot about it. No, anyways, whatever. I'll deal with that. I'll deal with that later. But yeah. Gary says at the beginning of your presentation, you were showing your tracking inside Warrior Plus. I was wondering what service you use for tracking. Gary, that's all done inside Warrior Plus. You can track right from inside Warrior Plus. The tracking I was showing you was inside Warrior Plus. So you can do that for free. It's not going to cost you a dime. All you got to do is like, let's say you're going to promote a product or you're going to promote something, and you got an affiliate link, and I'm going to post this in the little chat section here. So if my link is HTTP, right, and that's my affiliate link. Let's say that's my affiliate link right there, what I just posted, guys. So if, let's say I wanted to track that, so I got the original, and then let's say the original is on my blog or whatever. Well, let's say I want to put an affiliate link on Facebook, right? So maybe I'm going to put a backslash. I'm going to Facebook profile 1, right? And then that's going to be, so I got the original and then a /, and then whatever you want to put. You can put whatever you want. And it'll go to the same place as this one. It'll go to the same place as the original one, but it'll differentiate it as a tracking link, right? And it's up to you to remember what the heck that stands for, if that makes sense, right? So you can do that tracking right there from Warrior Plus. So now you can also use now look, I mean, if you're gonna do a lot of tracking, a good one, like, look, if you're gonna do, like, I don't really want to get into this too much this week. We're going to get into this a lot more in week 9 when it comes to paid advertising. Yeah, free is great. Free is great, Gary. We'll talk more about tracking links in week 9 with the paid advertising, because the Warrior Plus thing is cool, but not everything you do is going to be through Warrior Plus. Now, you guys have all heard of Click Magic, right? Click Magic is this pretty nice tracking cloud-based tracking platform that will allow you to track all kinds of stats and all kinds of links. It's pretty neat. What you got to understand, there's a lot of free alternatives to Click Magic out there. Most of them have limits on how many times people can click on the link. You got so many clicks a month or whatever, so there's some limits to that. But we'll definitely talk about this later. But for now, what you saw me do and what you saw me tracking there in the slideshow presentation, I did that on Warrior Plus. It's very easy. So if you want to promote something on Warrior Plus, or if you have a product on Warrior Plus and you got your affiliate link there, all you got to do is put a / and whatever string of characters you want, so you can remember where that affiliate link's at. So yeah, absolutely, man. But yeah, Facebook is pretty cool. You guys know a good, really good place to get another email address if you're trying to start a new Facebook profile and you need a different email address. A place that I like is mail.com. You can go to mail.com, mail.com, and you can get a new email there. And the cool thing about it is you don't have to have a cell phone. You don't have to give them your cell phone number to start an email there. That's pretty awesome, I think, because a lot of the other ones you do have to input your cell phone and stuff like that, and it just gets kind of annoying after a while. So putting in your cell phone for all that stuff gets kind of annoying. But anyways, yeah, so pretty cool. Another thing I will say, if you guys noticed when we're talking about that tracking link, if you notice the third most converting of my offer, for that offer I was showing you, was from a Facebook group, and it was my Facebook group. Well, my Facebook group, just so you know, that's a good way to start building audience, right? A Facebook group is a nice little place you can build audience. You can build a nice, strong audience inside a Facebook group. It's kind of like owning your own little mini forum or something. I don't. Here's my problem with Facebook groups. I like Facebook groups. I like small Facebook groups with about 500 or less people in them personally, because once you get over 1,000 members in your Facebook group, what happens is you start getting a lot of big dogs come out and you start getting the attention of a lot of big dogs. They start coming to your Facebook group. Their only purpose is to build their own authority, pull traffic away from your Facebook group, and it gets kind of like you get to this space where you have too many chiefs and not enough Indians. If that makes sense, you guys. I'm not trying to be weird here. I'm being honest. The Facebook groups are really effective until you hit about 500 members, and then all of a sudden, this is my personal experience. When you hit about 500 members, things start to change a little bit. You start getting more bigger marketers in your Facebook group, and they want to, they're not really there to. This isn't really your audience anymore. Now it's like other people trying to, build their own thing inside there, which is funny. It's kind of ironic because that's exactly what I just taught you guys how to do in the slideshows. I just taught you how to do the exact same thing. Target these bigger Facebook groups and start to build your own authority inside of those groups. And it's great if you're the guy who is utilizing those bigger groups to build audience. It's not great when that's your group. So that's what I'll say about Facebook groups. They're pretty cool if you're picky about who you let in. Put it that way. That's one way to put it. Stephen Bray says lots of folks are discussing Facebook advertising to telesales recently, including Alex. We discuss use of Skype, phone, and future modules. No, I will not. I will not be discussing Skype, phone, and future modules. That's not something I teach inside Affiliate Command 2017. I won't be teaching it inside this group session. And I think that, have you guys taken Alex Jeffrey's, the boot camp thing he has, marketing boot camp thing he's got? It's free. You can get it. You join his Facebook group. You can get it for free. In your Facebook training, you had to change your last name from Conspiracy. Yes. Gary has actually went through the Facebook module. Awesome, man. I was wondering if you had to open a new account for your niche, or were you able to update your last name for the same account? No, I opened a new one. Yeah. The conspiracy thing was a little over the top, Gary. I got a little too cocky there. Facebook was like, no, Yeah, the cam conspiracy thing. Yeah, that was a little over the top. But yeah, if you reel it back in and just, give yourself you could go like normal nickname. Like I did Cam Fats on this one on my business profile. Facebook's never had a problem with it. No one's cared, right? I've had the Cam Fats one for years now. Yeah, with the Cam conspiracy, and I was in the Mandela effect thing, it kind of like, yeah, they didn't go for it. They were like, But yeah, you could go for a nickname as long as you don't get too crazy. Like, if you're in the exercise niche and you try to go like, you try to go like Gary runs a lot or something like that. Maybe that might not cut it, But I think you're good with this a simple nickname. If you can go simple nickname, nobody seems to really care too much. So, the funny thing about that Cam conspiracy thing, Gary, was it really wasn't even a big thing. Whatever. I mean, I just open a new one and try a different name and go with it again. So it's not a big deal. Once you got the audience, you got the audience. I mean, we were there to build audience. It's not like if you shut down the profile, it's not like you really lose the audience. I mean, the whole point was to funnel them back to your thing. I mean, you're still there. So you open up a new one that has a similar name with your face on it, and you just go back to the same places you were at before, and you just start friend requesting people. If anything, you'll clean out your friends list a little bit, so it's not bad. You'd be surprised how fast stuff like this comes together. Gary says, I opened a new Facebook account and page and haven't had any issues yet. Already have my 5 groups also. Fingers crossed. Yeah, good job, Gary. yeah, man, just dedicate 5 minutes, 5 minutes a day. I wouldn't, don't go crazy with Facebook, man. I mean, Facebook's crazy. I mean, Facebook's great, but Facebook is like a casino. Facebook wants to keep you there. You can really spend a lot of time on Facebook not being very productive. So, I just want to reiterate to you guys, make sure you guys remember your goals when you're on Facebook and you remember what you're trying to get done. It's easy to lose track of that. Another thing about Facebook, you guys, I want you to remember this when it comes to Facebook. It's not just your potential customers on Facebook. You're also going to be there with your peers. All right. You're also going to be with other people who are making money. You're going to start networking with other people who are making money and your customers. And listen, from time to time, like, these are real people, right? And so from time to time, they're going to be talking about all kinds of random stuff, like political stuff, controversial stuff. I saw a conversation about abortions the other day, a couple weeks ago. Ben Martin was talking about, you guys know Ben Martin, right? Ben Martin was talking about all this abortion stuff. And it was like, I mean, he's just trying to produce like shock value, just trying to interrupt the pattern, just trying to get a bunch of people to comment on his stuff. But, man, people just attack that, and I just want you guys to remember, it's easy to get like pulled into stuff like that, but you got to remember, like, when you're on Facebook, man, you're the face of your business. I mean, you are the face of your business, man. Your customers are going to see the stuff you're writing, right? Your future customers. Maybe you guys don't have any customers yet, but you're going to have customers, okay? You're going to have customers, and you're going to have people who look to you for leadership. And just remember, man, when you start just like spouting off at the mouth of any old topic, like just the other day, I saw Bill Hugel talking about American politics. Bill Hugel doesn't even live in America. he has no business in that lane. He just started in on American politics, and like, he got grilled. He got grilled, man. He got grilled. And it's like, nothing against them. You know what I'm saying? But man, that has nothing to do with marketing. He was way out of his lane, and like, he got grilled for it. And, I just want you guys to remember, you think about that as an example. I mean, people spend money whether they like, Republicans or whether they like Democrats. I don't really care if they like Republicans or Democrats. I can still teach them how to build an email list. I can still teach them how to build an audience, right? Whether they like Trump or whether they don't like Trump is really none of my concern. I mean, I can still help them. We can still be cool. We don't need to go there, right? And I don't want to go there because it hurts my business, right? It hurts my business. You don't win arguments on Facebook, you guys. You don't. Yeah, you don't win arguments on Facebook, you guys. All you do is burn bridges. That's all that happens on Facebook. Yeah, two people disagree, and then it can go on and on and on and on, and all you're going to do is burn bridges. You're never going to win an argument. I mean, and that's what I found to be true. I'm not saying to be boring. You're free to talk about the stuff you want to talk about, but I'm just telling you, when you see people going into these crazy directions, like, let them have their energy over there, give them their space, but just kind of stand back from it. I just stay out of it, man. I mean, you do better. And I'm speaking to you guys from experience, man. I've gotten dragged into a few of those things, and it was not smart. I regret every single time I've ever been dragged into some crazy conversation about something that had nothing to do with why I was on Facebook. I'm telling you right now, I have never walked away from that kind of a situation feeling good about it. So, anyways, Kevin says, damn, my last live wasn't such a good idea then. I have not seen your last live, Kevin. Give me a link to that. I'd like to watch it, man. See what you're talking about. Gary Pettit says, thanks for recommending SiteGround. I was having huge issues with SSL on my old hosting account. SiteGround stayed on chat with me until hosting was set up and gave me free lifetime SSL for all domains. They are great, aren't they, Gary? They're really good. They're really good. SiteGround's really good. Big John Marquez. You guys know John Marquez? Big John Marquez and Leah Musto are the ones who got me onto SiteGround. I think they're really good too. They're really cool. Yeah. And Stephen Bray says, so true, don't burn bridges. Man, you're right, Stephen. Now on the opposite side of that, I'll tell you guys, the bigger you guys get, the more you guys build audience. Um, the more you build audience and the bigger you guys get, and it won't take long. Look, if you guys are following Affiliate Command and you guys are doing this stuff and you're really ambitious and you get into it, man, within 12 months, you guys are going to be names around here. People are going to know who you are. What I will say to you guys is this, the bigger you get and the more people know who you are and the more you can sell things and people see that you know what you're doing, people start coming at you, wanting you to do things for them and stuff. And I recommend that you guys all draw your lines in the sand. Because even though Stephen Bray is right, don't burn bridges unnecessarily. Sometimes you got to burn bridges. Sometimes you just got to let it go, man. Sometimes you just got to let it go. And I'll tell you something, when it comes to these affiliate promotions, people want you to promote for them and you don't do it and it might make them mad or whatever. I want you guys to understand, the bigger you get, I mean, they'll get over it. They'll get over it because they're going to launch again and they'll be back at you with the next one. They'll be back at you with the next one. When people start asking you to promote things and you can't fit it in, all you got to do is say, hey, man, thanks for giving me the information. Thanks for keeping me in the loop. Maximum respect, and they might say, okay, can you give me an answer one way or the other? Will you promote for me? And you can just say, hey, look, man, I have to check it out. I haven't had time to look at it yet. I'll check it out. Then when you check it out and you don't like it, tell them you don't like it. I don't like it, man. This is why I don't like it. Boom, boom, boom. It's not for me. All right. Nothing against you, nothing personal. Please keep me in the loop for your next one. I'd love to see what else you got coming out in the future, but this one's not going to work for me. Don't be afraid to say that, you guys. Fortune favor the brave, right? I never got anywhere in this world by being timid, by being, shy, or by lacking in courage, the squeaky wheel gets the grease. You know what I mean? People listen to the squeaky wheel. So I don't know. There's a charm to honesty. There is a charm to just being real with people and being honest with people. They might not like what you have to say. You guys, listen. Every single day, people hit me up wanting me to promote things for them. Every single day, right? And sometimes, they don't like what I have to say. Many times, they don't like what I have to say. And you got to be okay with that. You just got to be cool with them not liking what you have to say. You didn't get to where you didn't get to where you are by doing it the way other people want you to do it. At the end of the day, this is your business. You're going to have to do it the way you want to do it. What makes sense to you? There's a giant paradigm shift required to move from working at a job where you collect a paycheck every Friday to doing what I'm doing right here, and what I'm showing you guys to do, where you create your paycheck. If you make everything happen. If you want a pay raise, figure out how to make more money. That's it, right? If you want a pay raise, figure out how to be clever enough to make more money. How do you turn your $2,000 a month business into a $4,000 a month business? You figure out how to do it. That's how you're going to get a pay raise. Figure it out, right? Now, that's awesome. There's a freedom in that, and it's amazing, but it's also a giant paradigm shift from working at a place where you go to work and you do a good job and you're a good soldier and you collect a paycheck every Friday. And you hope that maybe your boss will give you a raise, or you hope that maybe your boss will give you a promotion, and you're hoping for all these things, right? And it's just a giant shift, man. And putting it all in your own hands, it's a whole different ball game. But let me see what's going on here. Let me just switch back over for you guys real quick. All right, so we'll take it back over to Facebook. Yeah, you're right, man. Mindset, I think it could be a course. Could be probably a couple courses, probably. So we take it back over. We see on the thing here. We take a look. We got Chris James liked it, and Epic Versions Private Mastermind. We got Matt Sat liked it, and Alex Jeffries right here. We got a couple people liked it, and nichehacks.com. Stuart Walker tells me his website's called Niche Hacks, not Niche Hacks. So I have to remember I'm saying that right. So we take this on. We'll go in here. Got a couple likes. So it's about what I expect, you guys. Friday night's pretty slow on the old Facebook scene. Not tons and tons of people commenting on Facebook, but we put that together really quick, guys. Now, if these people weren't my friends already, she liked that. Now, Tatiana is actually a member of our Affiliate Command 2017 private Facebook group, so I don't need to like her as a friend. But if I wasn't friends with her already, I would friend request her. You guys see what I'm saying? We go to the Alex Jeffries one right here. We got a like in this one already. I'm already friends with this person as well, so it's all good. But yeah, that's basically how it works. That's pretty slow. Sometimes you'll put one up there and it'll really hit, and boom, people will like it. We're catching them on Saturday night with one that I threw together really fast, and you got some likes. By tomorrow, it'll probably be some more. But that's kind of how it works, you guys, and they can come together really, really fast. But yeah. Thinking if I can think of anything else to tell you guys about Facebook right now. I don't want to get into the paid advertising stuff too much because we're going to be talking about that in week 9. But when it comes to another thing I'll tell you about right now, guys, that I've been starting to experiment with. I've just started kind of messing with this. For those of you out there who don't mind doing the live streaming, I've been kind of toying with the idea that you could do like a Facebook page that's just dedicated to your live streaming show, right? So when you do like your live streams on Facebook, you'd also have them all on that page, right? And in your live streaming, you would also remind people about this page. Hey, make sure you go check out my like for me, I do the State of Zero show, Facebook live stream. I can say, hey guys, make sure you check out the State of Zero Facebook page. Give it a like, right? And if you want to see any of my past live streams, they're all living over there on the Facebook live stream, page, right? The State of Zero live stream page. But basically, it's using a Facebook fan page. It's basically using a fan page to kind of act as a playlist for all your Facebook live streams, right? And I've just been kind of thinking about this idea doing it because it really annoys me how with Facebook live streams, they have such a temporary feel. I mean, they're on your timeline, but you guys know as well as I do that, your timeline, it goes down, it goes down, it goes down. By tomorrow, things are buried. You don't even see that stuff anymore. It's gone. It's ancient history by next week. So if you had a Facebook page that was just dedicated to your live streams, people could go to that page and they could see all your live streams. I think that would be great. I'm not even sure if maybe it would just be maybe it would just be even if I had to like download my live streams and upload them as videos to that Facebook page so I could organize them in the video section. I don't know. But just having a page dedicated to your live streams, and then you could prompt people to like that page in every one of your live streams, and they would like that page. It'd be awesome, dude. You'd get a lot more traffic to your videos. It'd be sweet. And then obviously, you could use that for advertising too. But anyways, Philip says, "What's Be Live Cam?" I think that's the name. So Be Live, Philip. Be Live is like it's like this platform. It's cloud-based, and it allows you to do like live streams on Facebook. It's got its own little kind of dashboard that allows you to like highlight comments and stuff like that. It also has like an interview like subsect. So like you can actually do like interviews with people, and you got like two screens, like a split screen, and you can do them live on Facebook, and that's pretty cool. So part of BeLive, I think, is kind of the part of BeLive where you just do like yourself and you're not doing the interview. That you could almost say that's a little bit obsolete, just because Facebook recently made it to where you can do live streams from your desktop. You don't have to have like a smartphone to do live stream, or you don't have to use like OBS if you don't want to do live stream. As long as you just want to like point the camera at your face, like point the webcam at your face, you could just use a desktop and do it right from Facebook. But now if you want to like share your screen, then you have to use, BeLive is free, Gary. BeLive is free. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. You guys go check it out. It's pretty good. If you want to use like, if you want to do like screen share, that's a different story. You need like use like Wirecast, or you need to use like OBS or something like that to do the screen share. I wish that Facebook would put like a feature, like put like an option to like screen share. It seems like it'd be so easy. If I can do like a live stream from my desktop, it would be so awesome if I could just like share the screen. That would be amazing. But yeah, for sure. They're probably getting there, you guys. Facebook's probably getting there. You got to remember, this whole Facebook live stream just rolled out last year. I mean, so this thing's not even a year old yet, and they've already, they're rolling it out. I mean, guys, I wouldn't be surprised if you don't see some type of ad revenue on the videos in 2018, 2019. I bet by 2020, Facebook live stream creators are probably going to be making money from their videos. I think so. I mean, people are already making money from their videos, but it's not direct with ad revenue. But the way Facebook loves advertising, I mean, they love advertising. So that's the crazy thing about Facebook, man. They love to take our money, but they hate to let us just run wild. They do not like marketers running wild on Facebook. They do not like it, man. But they will take our money all day long. I spent thousands of dollars on Facebook advertising last year, man. But they still don't give me no love sometimes, I can't even put a JVZoo link on Facebook. It's ridiculous. Got to send them to a bridge page. But whatever. It's all good. That's how Facebook rolls, man. That's how they roll. But anyways, I think I've killed enough of you guys' time tonight. It's about 8:30. I guess we've been rolling for about an hour and a half. I can't think of anything else I need to tell you guys right now. Does anybody have any other questions for me that you guys would like to ask before I shut this thing down? I think it's coming too, Kevin. I think it's coming too, man. I do. I really do. I think it's coming. I'll tell you guys something. I don't think that Facebook can overtake YouTube in the realm of video without some type of paid advertising. And also without some type of playlist thing. They need a way to organize, like video content creators, like they need a way to organize their videos on Facebook to where people can go back and find the catalog of their videos. Right now, the videos, they don't disappear, but it feels like they disappear. They feel very intangible because the stuff on your timeline, it's all about current. It's all about whatever's current. And, people take the time to do a video. I mean, they like it to live up there. That's the whole thing about video. So I think that for Facebook to get more competitive with YouTube, they need to figure some kind of system out for the video content creators, and that's my thing. I think it's coming. I think we forget how new that Facebook live streaming is. I mean, it's very new. I mean, this just got started last year. So yeah, absolutely, guys. It was good talking to everybody. Stephen Bryce says 1:30 in the morning. That dude is hardcore. Good job, Stephen. I know. I feel your pain, dude. I was up to 3 in the morning last night working on that product bonus. The uncanny emailer. I was up working on that to 3 in the morning. It was crazy. Um, Kevin says you have the video tab on your profile. Maybe use that. Yeah, you do have the video tab on your profile. Yeah, you could maybe use that. You could maybe use that. It'd be nice if it would take on your live streams without you having to like download them and upload them as video. That would be nice. It would be nice if you could just organize them into playlists, kind of like you can on YouTube. You can just organize them into playlists, but I don't know. We'll see. Hashtag KMF, everybody. Keep moving forward. I hope everybody's doing good on their stuff, man. Keep moving forward. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. That's it for me, fellas. Hailing at you from sunny Ohio, where it never rains. All right, fellas. All right, ladies. Hope you guys are doing amazing. You guys, one last thing. I wanted to let you guys know, for the people who hit me up by email about one-on-one coaching, I wasn't really planning on doing any one-on-one coaching during the course of these 11 weeks of group coaching. But just hit me up by email, camjenningspro@gmail.com. We can figure something out. For those that need a little bit more help, they need that one-on-one coaching. They need someone really taking them by the hand and guiding them through everything and getting them set up to where they can make some money. Hit me up on that. If you guys are out there and you need help with the one-on-one coaching stuff, and we can figure it out. But for everybody else, it was a true pleasure. Thanks a lot, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace, everybody.